Oh, nichts funktioniert. Hallöchen. Hallöchen und willkommen zurück zu Slay the Princess. Vielleicht hätte ich auch mal den Game Capture einstellen sollen, ja? Klingt gut? Klingt gut. So. Ja, passt. Bin gerade so ein bisschen on the fly hier. Gerade nur kurzes gegessen, eigentlich wollte ich heute kochen, aber keine Zeit gehabt, weil ich Vollidiot natürlich ein Nickerchen machen musste, ne? Mich hat gerade das Hauptmenü schon ein bisschen erschrocken. Deswegen gehen wir erstmal nicht auf Load Game, weil ich das eigentlich schon ganz cool fand. So, jetzt können wir loslegen. Okay. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie lange das Spiel noch geht. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was wir jetzt großartig machen sollen. Okay, machen wir mal so ein bisschen... danke, dass du mir sagst, was ich tun soll.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ignore him. Okay. Wir kennen ja einen Großteil der Dialoge schon. Und da werden wir uns das jetzt nicht alles in
The
kleinste
interior of the
Detail
cabin is
angucken.
almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor the blade.
Ja, wir kennen das alles. Wir nehmen jetzt mal
You take the
den
blade.
Dolch. Und gucken, welche Option wir jetzt dann hier an die Hand
The
kriegen.
door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds
It's me
dangerous.
again.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Viel Erfolg.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Okay, sagen wir... Ich habe mich noch nicht entschieden.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay, wir lassen es einfach mal
The
fallen.
blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Der Seufzer.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Ja, wirklich. Oh. Eine Beziehung?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two
Entschuldigung.
people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Okay, das kennen wir alles, glaube ich, schon.
Sagen wir mal, weißt du, warum ich hier bin, um dich zu töten? Dann sagt sie wahrscheinlich ja, weil dir irgendjemand den Auftrag gegeben hat. Vielleicht kommen wir da ein bisschen weiter.
Do you?
Oder so. Okay, ich weiß, was mir gesagt worden ist. Ob ich es glaube oder nicht, ist eine andere Sache.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Okay, dann eben nochmal die
She
Sache.
hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Ja, das kennen wir
Note the
schon
lack of
alles.
beat. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what she is.
Jupp. Okay, genug gequatscht.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding. You
Ich lieb
walk
den
up to the
Erzähler.
chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful.
Okay.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Das stimmt auch wieder. Okay, wir sagen einfach mal, wir gehen nach oben.
I'll be here.
Ich hoffe,
You attempt to
sie
make your way
wartet.
out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Das gleiche nochmal.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess.
Nö.
You try the door, but I'll repeat.
Okay, es ist immer noch verdüttelt.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Aber sowas
The
von.
knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, wir schneiden sie raus.
Against your better
Das ist so ein...
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Ups,
You
rausgeklickt.
cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, mal gucken, ob wir das dieses Mal
No, you
hinbekommen.
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her as the princess approaches the wait. This watch.
Ja, er will wieder, dass wir sie töten. Wir machen das gleiche nochmal.
This was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Das kennen wir alles schon.
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Definitiv, und dann bist du nett zu uns.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh, das ist anders als vorher. Beim ersten Mal hat sie hier uns in die Brust gestochen, ne? Also.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Definitiv. Kapitel
You're
2
on
der
a path
Gefangene.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Ja, der Skeptiker.
I'm inclined to agree. You know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to...
Das ist alles okay. Okay. Wir gehen da nochmal hin.
A warning before she will lie.
Ja, wir kennen das alles. Klappe. Ist er wieder ein Spiegel jetzt? Ja, ne? Ja. Okay. Wir nehmen das Messer und gucken in den Spiegel.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about?
Ja, wir streicheln die Wand. Okay.
And now it's gone.
Aber ich will das jedes Mal machen, wenn wir irgendwo einen Spiegel sehen. Hey, grüß dich, Lingard.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Auch
she looks
anders
up
als
at you,
sonst.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Ja, das ist neu, ne?
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Ist das für uns?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Komm, wir setzen uns einfach hin.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Okay, wir sagen mal, ja, wir setzen uns dahin, wo wir sitzen sollen.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Was ist passiert, nachdem ich das letzte Mal gestorben bin?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Ich finde es interessant, dass der Erzähler momentan so still ist.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Wenn der Erzähler sowas sagt, bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob er wirklich hinter allem steckt oder nicht. Ne?
It's complicated things. How exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
Ich habe keine Ahnung, was Contingency heißt.
For you failing. Obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Dankeschön.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary even.
Okay, er weiß jetzt doch mehr.
Maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Oh, wow, okay.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Also der Erzähler weiß das? Doch, der
Exactly.
Erzähler weiß das
He
auch.
gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Ja, das stimmt, ja. Normalerweise ist ja, wenn du mehr weißt, umso besser, ne?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Wir akzeptieren das nicht, nein.
I won't.
Ja, exactly.
Fine.
I won't.
You won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Und sie sitzt da die ganze Zeit und guckt uns an, ne? Okay, die andere Kette an der Wand, für wen ist die?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Oh.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We'll need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Ich will mich dahin ketten.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yeah.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Ja.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Okay, wir inspizieren das.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Los, sag schon.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Und? Beeindruckt, ja?
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Sehr cool.
Yes.
Oh, Prison of the Mind. Warum ist das Achievement hier oben gekommen, nicht hier unten, wie sonst?
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Ja, wir haben viel Zeit zu quatschen.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Das stimmt allerdings. Hast du das gewusst? Nee, okay, jetzt sind wir beide hier, ne?
Yep.
Yep! Was sollen wir machen? Nothing?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Wie isst du so? Smalltalk ist nicht so deine Stärke, ja?
Nope.
Nope.
That's rude.
Hast du gewusst, dass das passiert? Okay.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither
Danke
of you
fürs
knows what
Gespräch.
you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. Waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
Oh ja, das ist einfach so.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Schön.
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Okay. Die Unterschiede werden größer und größer, bedeutender. Das Achievement will dich durcheinander bringen, wahrscheinlich, ja. Hast du bemerkt, dass sich der Keller hier verändert?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Ach komm schon.
Still rude.
Ja. Dann warten wir halt.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Was ist Lichen? Was sind das so? Ist das Moos oder was?
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved.
Ja, ist auch nicht verdurstet. Ich wollte sagen, ertrunken. Ist auch nicht verdurstet.
I guess she hasn't.
Also, in diesem Gebiet...
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Ich mag das Spiel.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And
she breaks free.
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Ja, cool.
So
Und
this
jetzt?
is the outside world. It's cold.
Ich dachte, da kommt noch was.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Okay, versuchen wir sie zu finden, oder wie? Na gut, wir
It
erklären
feels
ihn.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Fair. Es ist nicht das Ende, was immer auf der anderen Seite ist toll. Ich sehe euch auf der anderen Seite. Ja, komm.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Wenn wir ins Kapitel 3 kommen,
True.
ist alles okay. Dann sind die zwei wieder da. Okay, the remains you have unraveled. Okay. Wir sind hier wieder bei der guten Truller.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Was denkst du über dieses Gefäß?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Ich finde das so gut, ne, mit der Hand, wenn sie spricht, dass der den Mund aufmacht und so. Also es ist wild und seltsam, ne, aber es ist cool.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, sie weiß nicht, was passiert, wenn sie erwacht. Denkst du, hier draußen sind Leute?
It doesn't matter if there are.
Oh.
People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Wir bauen uns unsere eigene Freundin, wie es aussieht. Glaubst du, wir sind echt?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Ja, nee, ist klar. Hast du auch einen Erzähler oder haben die Gefäße auch einen?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Ich habe keinen blassen Schimmer. Aber jede Antwort ist, ja, macht er. Ich weiß es einfach. Ich weiß nicht, was ich machen werde, wenn ich ihn finde. Und wenn ich ihn finde, werden du und ich endlich Antworten haben. Ich werde ihn töten, oder? Du wirst das für dich behalten? Nee, komm, wir machen das mal mit den Antworten.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Gut zu wissen. Okay, wie viele mehr brauchst du?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Okay.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay. Wenn es das letzte ist, irgendeinen bestimmten Wunsch?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay, es liegt also an uns. Okay, Oh, das ist hier frei nach dem Motto, wir werden dich nicht fertigstellen, wir bleiben einfach hier. Nein, ich bin bereit, zurückzugehen.
The next time I see you, I will be here.
I will be here, wait, burp. Okay, wir sterben.